Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss and welcome back to Colony Survival and happy Outpost Day. It's Outpost Day. I don't know if you realise that or not. It's we're focusing on all the outposts. We've only got one so far, but we're going to do the others as quick as possible. And we're going to start off with Roanoke up here and some changes I've been making around here. So I've extended the walls a little bit and I've got some more guards up here, but also we have some new people. We've got this fella here who's doing water collection. The Roanoke's an interesting one because there's not a lot. It's very much not self-sufficient because you can't grow any crops around here very easily. So all the food's got to be shipped up from here in return for the ores being sent down. But they do have a good source of like clear spring water filtered through the rocks. I'm getting some sent to my table, so I don't have to drink the local muck. There we go. And down here we've got we've still got the little sister mine down here, and we have the increased room. Sorry guys, didn't mean to disturb you. The guards are in there. We've got the bedroom down there, simple bedroom. But also down here we have a more functional room than this way. It's good to have a bend, by the way, in the corridor. Very windy up here. It's good to keep the howling wind out of the area down here. And here we have a bunch of busy little workers. All the things that we can do that can be done locally. For example, the clay that's being dug out the mine. I mean, this fella here, he can do the he can make the pots that are needed for the water filling over there. And we've got the tool stations and the grocery and everything else. And we've got the it's best to deal with the ore as soon as possible. Smelt the ore as soon as it comes out of the mines. These guys are working on copper and bronze and gold and whatever else. And this fella over here, he keeps the tools, the mining tools, nice and sharp and ready. Sharp? Do you want mining tools to be sharp? I just want them to be tough, don't you, really, rather than sharp. But spends a bit of spare time making some jewellery. We've got a tinker over here for beds and bits and pieces, and this brave lad here who's making all the ammo for the archers, because we do get a bit of assault each night. Oh, here they come. They're getting ready for the next wave coming through. Now, of course, you and I know we're being a bit silly here, and do you reckon zombies can jump that? No, I don't think they can jump that. We've been a bit silly and we're putting things up we don't need to put up here. Everything can be run from the colony down there. And I'm not simply just spamming a few guys up here and then making the threat too high down there. What I'm doing is I'm devolving the pressures of some of the tasks and things out to the outposts. Yeah, and anyone down there who was doing the jobs that I've put up here is now becoming guard down at the main colony. And I'm not sure this is going to work or not, but we'll see how it works. But essentially, look at the threat levels in the top right. Every change we make in an outpost or outposts or in the main colony affects things in multiple directions. So if we increase the size of the colony down here, the threat will increase up here for the outpost, but not equally, to a degree. And also, apparently, when we start making more outposts, that threat will be shared between the outposts. Yeah, we're making an overall impression of the landscape, I guess, aren't we? And our activities are bringing more attention from the monsters out there. And the same way, if I expand this too much, or if I expand this here, I will impact upon the main colony as well. But is it an equal division? I'm not certain. And I'm wondering if spreading things out might make things a little easier. So we'll have to keep an eye on the colonists up here. Actually, they're not getting overwhelmed by an increase. They're only at 24.4. These 4 guys are more than enough to deal with it. But to bear in mind what's happening down at the main outpost. But that's enough about this one here. What about the new ones? Let's go and deal with those. And here we are heading more cherry trees. We're heading towards the Mammoth tree, not the one that we went to before by the coast. That one's over there. This one seems to be a little bit closer. By the way, I'm not sure it's a river or a lake. It's very shallow though. It's just a 1 block deep lake. Yeah, we're heading over here, and let's start the next outpost. You can see my inventory is full of crap. Useful crap. I don't want to put this banner down too soon, but we're going to put it before long to get the resources we need. But you can see we're heading through a deep forest here, and I figure we've got a lot of building supplies here we can use to to get this colony started. Very deep forest. And here it is. Now, I had a few ideas about how to do this colony. I mean, one of them was to surround the trunk with buildings, like have the trunk growing out of the buildings, like that. But that's a bad idea. If you've ever put anything, we've got another big sea over here. Look, anything next to a tree like that, and tried to, oh, I love that. Tried to enclose the trunk too much. The tree just grows and then busts apart whatever's, you know, or absorbs whatever is around it. So I don't think we'll do that. I was thinking, and probably maybe you're thinking of the same thing, I'm a little bit of an Ewok inspiration. We might do some of that. So yeah, what I thought we could do is have like a little platform up there. Let's trim off these lower branches. Very annoying when trees sprout out the base like that. There we go. We'll clear these out of here. What I think we're going to do is we're going to surround the tree with a compound. Obviously a bit bigger than this, but you get the idea. So we'll build a compound like this around the outside. Yeah, fence it up. Because there's two things well, there's one main thing we need to do here, which we need to get the zinc and we need to get the coal out from here. So we need a mine. And we can probably do other things, like we can move the forestry industry out here as well. However, although we could have like an entrance platform here and steps up to it, and if I put another platform higher up that's got our living area, and I stick the banner up there, the problem is, of course, the safe zone extends in every dimension. So as well as outwards, it also extends up and down. So if I put the banner up there, or even here, I've then got to dig into the ground for the mining to get the thing, and I could have the zombies spawning down the mine. So I can't do that. So what I'm thinking of, we could put the banner just somewhere down here, yeah, in the impenetrable compound, and over the fence we have the entrance ladder coming in to the guarded platform here, and we have guards on the walls as well, and we have another set of steps that go up to the living platform, another set that go down from here into the compound, which is where the banner. So the only way to reach the banner is to go up the steps to here and then back down again. So we can have enough guards here to defend that and go from there. And of course then the mine could be down here as well, inside the compound, and secured. What do you think? Like a plan? Maybe? Yeah, we could do that. I mean, I would have to put the banner down soon because I need to get the resources from it. But we've got the idea. I might space this out a bit more evenly, and then we'll start banging things out of here. Okay, and before we go very far, we need to quickly put down. We need a couple of defenders. I mean, are we going to draw any threat? We've got no threat level actually here. It's 0 threat level. So maybe we're all right. We can work with that for now and not worry about it. Yeah, I could just do that, but I can't completely surround this. Otherwise, I'll create siege mode. But let's make some work for the woodworkers by doing this. I'd like to use this fence, but I'll use this. I'll use the logs for now. Okay, so we have a basic surround, and then we have a space. We're not going to enter siege mode because we've got a space for them to come in through, and then the banner's down, and we'll put some guards in soon. But we need beds before we do guards. And while we're here, if we just assume that I can fall in there later, that's going to be the mine. Over this side, we've got the banner here, which will be a bit nicer, and then we need a set of stairs. Oh, this is going to work differently than I envisioned because I've put the wall quite far out. We need a set of stairs that come down from here into the I've got a trench around the outside as well, by the way. I've got a set of stairs coming down here from a platform here, which will be the main access into the fort. Right, there we go. They can't climb up onto the walls here, but it should be... I might make this platform a little bit higher. I don't know. But we can make a platform here that will be for the guards looking down. Have some on the walls. These look like they're getting in the way a little bit. We might make this stair wider. But you get the idea. Yeah, set of steps coming up from here. And this platform here should be guarded, and then to when you get into the main compound, you have to climb down here. And this should actually be secure. It doesn't look it from the inside, but on the outside, it should be secure all the way round. And then the next thing I need to do is to build another platform. We still don't need to put anyone in yet. We'll put another platform higher up here, which is where the thingies will be. The what do you call it? The beds and the rooms from there, rather than have them in the compound. I'm a little bit worried about how far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, we've got quite a bit of room yet before we get outside the safe zone of the banner. We can always raise the banner up a little bit down there, and I haven't seen anything spawning in trees. I haven't seen monsters spawning on top of trees, unlike in Minecraft and things like that. So I don't think that happens. But that is interesting, though. It does pose the question: if you if you surrounded your base with leaves of trees as a ground surface, would that mean no monster would spawn on them? I don't think so. Apart from anything else, the monsters can spawn a long way out. But just a little thought, little pondery poos. Right, that might be big enough. I've got an idea of how big I want the little huts to be in, for the guys to be in. Rather vertiginous climb here, but there you go. Might need to be a little bit bigger than this, but that's fine. It's got a lovely view from up here. Now, look at this. There's some sort of... I think that might be sand rather than water over there. That's water. I think it's just a big patch of sand over there, which is interesting. I should stop saying that, you know. More sand over there? Yeah, sand. That's the beach over there. I've got into another habit. Oh, there's some pink trees over there. I've got into the habit of saying interesting again. I don't know. I get these verbal. I think that's the patch of cherry trees we saw before. That's the way back home. I get into these sort of verbal tics of saying the same thing over and over again, which is frustrating. But I can't think about it. I've got to try and break myself of the interesting habit. I will do. But there you go. Yes, so we've got that. I need to make this a little bit bigger, I think, but that's okay. But you can see the idea of it being sunk around the tree. I need to put some like branches out to like be theoretically supporting this up here. But we can do those finishing touches later. So I think what I want to do is it is secure in here. I might see this. None of this is really urgent at the moment for getting resources back to town. I think I probably will, because we don't really need the zinc yet. We will do. I'm building, so I'm in no rush to build this up here. Do I pretty this up first, or I start getting people in here? I think I'll pretty it up a bit more, and then I'll have a dig down to see where the zinc is, and then we'll start putting some little houses up there, so that we can put beds in and then get one working from there. And I think putting things like beds in will give us an idea of how much bigger this platform needs to be. Okay, there we go. I had to add some more platforms. So, because the original idea was to have one big platform. Was what I wanted. To put the everything on. But really, to have a platform that big would just be too big. I think you'd have to have an even bigger tree than this to have that work. Otherwise, it would just look weird sticking out. It'd be just too big of a lump sticking out of the side of the tree. I did at one point, in some seriousness, hold on a second. It's quite big already, but it's not that big. I could make it a bit more regular, couldn't I, really? But even that, I'm not sure about if I care that much. Yeah, I might do. I did seriously consider building a second tree. Which is not unreasonable. It's a fairly simple structure. I think you could make an okay tree yourself. It's a 5x. Basically speaking, it's a 5x5 that reduces after a while of just these logs and then the branches at the top. But I think we're okay. So we've got the entranceway. Let me go up the guard post thing from here. So I've now got a 3x3, which is obviously broader than the entrance into Roanoke, but because that's got a narrow defile to climb up, hasn't it, to reduce how many zombies can approach. But I've gone for a wider one because it looks nicer, and I've got 2 crossbow guards up here, and I'll have 2 archers on the corners, and I think I'm going to add some more probably, but this will do for now. So we've got little sheltered. I'm feeling it's pretty sunny around here. It's a little bit jungly, isn't it? It's a little bit jungly. So I think it's pretty hot. So I've got a shade for the guards and anyone approaching up here. We've got the basic huts up here, which is the design I come up with. It's not efficient, but I threw efficiency out the window instead of just making something I was a bit more happy with. So we've got 5. I mean, you can walk through beds anyway, by the way, and so do the colonists. It's not a problem. Got 5 bed. These are 5 bed huts. Originally, I built them without the overhang of straw, but it's a bit too flat if I don't do the overhang. I'm not entirely happy. I'd rather have like a half block overhang, but I haven't got that available. And I did think about a skylight as well, but I've got nothing appropriate, a block appropriate to put up there to fill in the skylight. So I'm okay with these. They're all right. All these you can walk around. It's obviously a bit nerve-wracking, but I don't think I really want to put some fences in just yet if I have to. So I could expand that out a little bit as well here to make it more round. Hold on one second. Let's get some of these out. Yeah, so I haven't got any colonists in here now. We've got 15 beds and we've got 7 jobs not fulfilled, which is fine. Yeah, but because I can still, because I've got the banner down, I can access the materials, but I don't have to worry about causing any threat in any direction. We'll get the jobs in place, then we'll hire everybody in. Another one down here, another one lower down. By the way, just thinking about this, let's try an experiment. How do I feel about that? I think I need a bigger hut to make it feel better. I'm not sure. I could leave maybe single windows. It's that one there. The hut's already a little bit asymmetrical. Don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see about that later. And also with the platforms as well, I did think about making them more circular, and also I considered having wood flooring and the planks as concentric circles to give a bit more detail, but I don't think it actually needs it in the end. I think if they were... Okay, for a start, it would be a pain to make. I mean, you can make circles. We've all done circles in Minecraft, I'm sure, but after a while it can be a bit of a pain to do, and I didn't want to faff around with it too much. And if I suddenly made the platform bigger, I'd have to try and make that work as well and make sure the patterns stayed together. So I think if I had in seriousness made another tree or had a bigger tree, I think I'd have made bigger platforms. I would have put more detail to break up a large area that's the same. Like the tree here is all the one big block the same. It's very flat. To do that, I think I would have done things like I would have added something like concentric circles, and I'd have probably made this deeper. I'd have made it like more like a dish shaped, like have another layer underneath to make it thicker. But these platforms aren't too big, and there's enough detail I think going on here to keep the eye interested, that you're not going to worry about it. I think. Yeah, I think we're okay. Now I might have to make this a bit bigger. We'll see how many more people we have to have, and I've got room for another platform if we need to. We don't have to worry about zombies spawning in above or below, because the banner, I read the banner around here, the banners get the same safe area expansion as the increases to the main colony. So we've got a massive area outside that we can build it if we wanted to, and also a big area up and down. So it's hard to see, but basically we've got all the way out to there effectively where we can build to. Right, what else have we got here? Well, we're not quite done yet to get people in. Down here I've got an entrance to the mine through down here to get the materials we came here originally to get. The trouble with a tree this size is you need a lot of root systems for something as massive as that. So there's roots playing in everywhere down here. You have to cut through a lot of wood as much as you do blimmin' stone to get down here. But I guess they're reaching all the way down to the water table. But down here we have we'll probably need some more copper. So I've thrown another copper miner down here. We've got zinc. This is zinc here, and it's hard to spot. But this here, if it's not too dark on YouTube, that is coal. Yeah, that's coal down there. So we've got some of that coming in. I don't want to take a huge amount because zinc is to make brass. I mix it with copper, and then coal we haven't really got a use for either of these yet. Maybe a few bars of zinc to do some science progress. We don't really need it, so we're going to get a little bit in, and it will build, much like the iron. It will build up as we're doing it without having to worry about it yet. And we'll throw some more miners in here later if we need to. But we're going to do the same thing here as we did with Roanoke, which is we're going to put in the additional workforce for the other things you'd expect to need here. And we can work that out now, actually, what we think we need. So first of all, the logging industry is coming out here. Okay, now we've got a lot of logs. We do collect a lot of logs, so we probably won't get any more taiga because this isn't a taiga region. But we'll see what comes up in the things. But I reckon if we put in, we've got thousands of logs. We don't, despite the demand for planks, we don't seem to deplete the logs very much. Oh, slurp tea. Sorry, afternoon tea. So what I think, if we put in 2 loggers here and replace them back home, that will be sufficient.